Hi everyone, and welcome back to a new video on the how to make a simulator game series. Before we start this video, I want to let you guys know that I have a Patreon, so if you guys want to support me and want to have access to every single one of my tutorial files, they will all be available in my Patreon for the $10 tier. With that being said, let's start. So in the past tutorial, I think we've started working on the storage shop. So if I just go here, open up storage, we can select between either sort or storage, but we still have to do a bunch more stuff, such as making a new template for each storage, and we're gonna be doing just that. So go to replicator storage, shared items, and I'm pretty sure we have a folder in here called storage and storage 1, and we have all of these. Now what I'm going to do is set the currency to coins, which I think I already did, and the order 1, price 25, stats 40, storage icon, which is that. Now I'm just going to duplicate this, rename it to storage 2 for example, and I'm going to have the order set to 2 and the price set to 50 and the stats to maybe 80 and the storage icon, which will be the same. Now what I'm going to be doing is entering start GUI currency holder. Actually it's not named currency holder. Go to your shop here, and we have this main client script here. Enter it, and what I'm going to do is copy this for loop right here, and just paste it here, and change this to shared, colon wait for child, and change this to storage, colon get children, and local price is equal to, and item colon find first child's price, and the image ID, it's called storage icon, and the order will be the same, and that's basically it. Now the stats will be something else, so change this here to item.stats.value, price.value. Yes, now that's good, but we do need to do some stuff here. So local temp is equal to scrolling frame storage template clone, and I'm pretty sure it's the same template. I'm not too sure though. Template image, okay, we don't need anything else. Item.name scrolling frame storage, change this to scrolling frame storage. Image ID, price val, good. Temp.visibility equal to true, which is good. Now selected temp will be set to temp, but we don't want that, so change that to selected storage, selected storage temp, and that should work. Description should be the same. We don't need any other info, and I'm just going to go to server storage, player data, and go to owned tools, duplicate this folder and rename it to owned storage. Now I'm going to duplicate the current tool value and rename it to current storage. Now I'm going to change this to storage 1. Actually, we already, never mind, that will work. And also change this to just storage, because the second storage is called storage 1. And I'm going to change this to owned storage. And I'm just going to copy this, paste it here, and paste it here. Now I'm going to change this to current storage. I'm just going to copy the name, paste it here, current storage, and that should work. Now if you play the game, hopefully that works. So if I just select storage, nothing happens. We must have an error. Okay, we don't have any errors. And this is not working. So I'm going to go to players, player GUI, main SS, frames, shop, scrolling frame underscore storage, template, and as you can see, did not create a template for our storage. To fix that, I'm going to go back here. Oh, it's because of this. So instead of if vcon is a tool, change this to folder. Now that should work. And as you can see, it did create some templates. But as you can see, there are no images, and that is probably because the image is not loaded. So I'm just going to get a random image off of the toolbox. I'm just going to go to my images, and I'll just copy some random image. I'm just going to go with some random icon, probably going to be let's go with this one, this Dominus icon. So copy asset ID, and I'm just going to paste it in here. But actually, instead, I think change this to copy your image, your asset ID, and go back here inside of your storage icon and change it to RBX asset ID, and then two dots and // and then put your icon ID. So RBX asset ID / and the ID, and I'm pretty sure that should work. And let's just recheck that we spelled it right. Asset ID, yes, pretty much the same. But as you can see, our icon is white, so I'm not sure if it will appear or not. So I'm going to change my template color to a nice gray. And now if I play the game, I'm pretty sure that should work. And as you can see, indeed it works. Now, as you can see, we can already select stuff. We can switch to swords if we wanted to. We can select our icons. And now we will make it so that the storage is purchasable. So inside of your remotes folder, duplicate your buy tool, rename it to buy storage. And now go back to server script service, server, scripts, main server, actually modules, remote listener, remote controller, and just copy your buy tool and just paste it here. And when we purchase the tool, we're gonna firstly change this to buy storage, and we need to get the character actually that is really not needed, and change this to storage instead, and change this to, instead of items, I'm going to change this to storage. And we're gonna have a variable for that, so local storage is equal to, and shared, wait for child, and storage. Now I'm going to scroll down, and right here I'm going to rename this to storage found, And I'm going to paste this in and change anything that says tool to that right here, storage found dot price dot value, and also change this to storage name, paste it here, and change anything that says to name to storage name. And now what we're going to be doing is in here, inside of this if statement, I'm going to change this to owned storage. And I'm going to scroll down. And instead of creating a tool val, we're gonna firstly rename this to storage val. And set the name to storage name. And change this to storage val. Same thing here. And instead of parenting it to the owned tools, we're gonna parent it to the owned storage. And now we're gonna change this to player.current storage dot value is equal to and storage name. And we're not going to need this if statement, and we're not going to need this entire thing, and delete this and. Now what we're going to be doing is just removing this and change this to storage found and this to storage found. Now we have a lot of stuff done right now, so we're just going to copy this and paste it here. But instead, we will just remove this part where we subtract the money from the player's currency. And same thing here. Paste that in and remove the purchasing. And that should be it. And now we're gonna go back to the main client. And buy.mouse button one click. Okay, change this to if selected, I think it was, okay, scroll up. And we're gonna check this out. So scroll down. And as you can see, we set the storage temp. Okay. So if selected temp is not equal to nil, actually we already have it written, so just add an end. Selected temp storage is equal to nil, then we're gonna do this. And else if selected temp is equal to nil and selected storage is not equal to nil this time, then copy this, paste it here, and change this to buy storage. And that's basically it. And change this to selected temp storage dot name, and that should hopefully be it. Actually, I forgot to set the player's storage value, so just go back here, and right here we're gonna add this. So player dot storage dot value is equal to and storage found dot, and I'm pretty sure it was called stats dot value. Yes, stats dot value, and just copy this, paste it here, and paste it here again. And that's basically it. Now if I play the game, we should have our storage updating. And I'm also going to give myself enough coins. So just go to leader stats, coins, and I'm going to change that to 150. And now if I just select this, let's go to swords. I can still buy swords and it works just fine. But as you can see, they're in different orders. We're gonna be fixing that in the next video. But right now, what's important is this. So if I select these, as you can see now, my storage is 20. If I buy this, it should cost me 25 coins. I can buy it, and it's now equipped. But we might have an error. No, we don't. And if I just go here, it gave me no storage, and our current storage updated, and our storage value updated, but our UI here did not update. Okay, never mind, it just updated because we clicked. So we know that that works. Now I can buy this and it should update again. Buy this, equip it. Okay, re-equipping does not work. We're gonna have to dive deeper into that. And this works, but I'm not really sure why this is not working. Because normally it should. Okay, we will need to make this update from a while loop. So go back to GUI Manager. And I'm pretty sure it was here. Nope, we are updating our UIs from here. Okay, now if vehicle find first child storage, then that. Okay, now we did add this. Dot changed. Connect function. Okay, copy this. Paste it here. And change it to player.storage. .value. .changed. And that should work. That should fix this bug. And I'm going to recheck equipping. Okay, never mind, nothing works. plr.storage.value.changed, plr.storage.value. Oh, never mind. It's because we have this. So just to go back here and remove this .value. And that should work. Everything should be fine. And now if I just go here, go to my current storage, I can buy this and it should update automatically. Yes, it did. And again, the order is not right, but as I said, we'll be fixing that in the next tutorial. So it said storage 2, but now if I buy this, it should say storage 1. Oh, I cannot afford it. So let's just give ourselves some coins, like 300. And we'll just buy this. And it's equipped. Now I'm going to equip this, and it did not equip it. And even though we already own it, it does not really work. So, go back to your remote listen controller. And right here, if storage found is not equal to nil, if we find the player's own tools, we find the storage name and the player's current tool. Okay, that is actually very, very simple to fix, because all we have to do is change this to current storage. and go to anything that says current tool and change that to current storage. And also change anything that says owned tools to owned storage, just like this, and that's basically it. That should work for sure this time. Okay, so we can buy this, and we can buy this, and we can now equip this, and we can now equip this. And just like that, we are done with our fully functioning shop. We can still sell, do a bunch of stuff. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's tutorial. If this helped, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!